Just before we start, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up, comment on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and share this video with your friends. What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here to bring you guys another video today. So obviously it's been a while since I actually uploaded a video, and the first thing I want to say is, if you do not know where to find me, always come and check in and tune into the Discord, because I'll always be there. Now, like I said, it's been a while since you guys have spoken to me, so what I'm going to do is kind of just recap how this week has gone so far. We've had 4 trading days. I'll give you guys some of the swings that we looked at, some of the swings we entered, that kind of stuff. We're going to have a look at a couple stocks which are announcing earnings pretty much around about now. And then we're going to look at some stocks to watch going into tomorrow and next week. So first of all, a lot has happened since our last video, and you guys have seen the unrest, the war, Ukraine, Russia, Biden. You've seen all the stuff going on. But what I want to say is, in those kind of periods of time where it's uncertain, you always want to manage your risk when you're trading. Now, one of the stocks I traded during this period of time was actually SPY. Traded with calls and puts, but with the market timing and all that kind of stuff, it hasn't been as easy as some would have thought. So forget that. We're going to come back to SPY later on. But first, I want to start off with SoFi. So check out SoFi, right? So Friday, we got into SoFi call options during the end of the day around, I believe, $11, so that's somewhere around here. Obviously, we just swung them up until before earnings with a couple different plays. First 11.5 calls, which we got and were in the money in a couple of days. Then the $12 calls, which opened in the money on Tuesday. Now, as you can see, since then, SoFi has sold off, and if we just look on a smaller time frame, you can see exactly what's happened. But what I want to point out here is not, you should go and jump in now and get calls. No. Now is a good time to get shares with SoFi. So we obviously did great with these, got over 100% returns on both the 11.5 calls and the 12 calls, especially after this huge run-up pre-market after they announced a decent earnings. But now it's sold off and it's sitting below all moving averages. So my first price target for SoFi is around $11.12, then the second one being $11.83 before $12, and then obviously $13.50. So right now with stocks sitting at $10.69, it's a good time to acquire shares. Of course, you're not going to get them as low as last Thursday when they're sitting in the high 8s and the 9s, but you can still get some good shares at $10. So I do want you to remember that, again, you're going to trade different options on these kind of stocks, and you can make money both ways. But the long-term game is always there. Those stocks that you buy and hold are not a loss until you actually sell them. Next up, let's have a look at Exxon Mobil, because we traded this one twice as well this week. There was one play. One second. So today I traded this, took a small return of 14%. But as you can see, it has been building up over the past few days. Now, if we look at the 1 hour time frame, you can see this a little bit more clearly. So obviously, over the past few weeks, it had been a little bit bearish, but more recently it's been bullish and just kind of building up, steadily climbing up. So we took advantage of this, which was good, and traded the $81 calls today, and I sold when they were in the money. Now, we traded this twice this week, as I said, and again, we traded the $80 calls a few days ago before it ran up to around $80.50. So it's been a good start to the month with Exxon Mobil and SoFi. Next up, I want to show you guys one stock which always seems to bring us money, and that is Mr. AMD. Today, the group ate crazy of AMD. I ate crazy of AMD. We went nuts with AMD. And this was with the put options. So as you can see, I have my levels out here. And AMD hit these levels a few days ago, right on Monday. Now, since then, it's had its ups and downs. But today, we really made money off the puts after it broke below these moving averages. So if we zoom in, you can have a look here. Just zoom in. And this is how you can kind of trade and make money off these kind of plays. So once it broke below this moving average, we were a little bit late, yes. We got in around $116.30. Even though it opened up, I believe, somewhere around $118. But yeah, we got in on the puts and ran it down to past my price tag of $113.55. Now, I know some people sold it when it was in the 111s. I sold it when it was in the high 112s for over 140% profit. Now, I think there's a lot of people out there who forget that in this market, when things aren't going your way, you can still trade puts. Of course, like I said, you can buy shares, acquire shares, get your call options here and there. But there are some good day trades in this market as well as a few decent swing trades. So we've had a couple nice swings, couple nice day trades. Now I'm going to show you my other play that I traded this week, which was Microsoft. It was a day trade, and this was on the run up as SPY decided to run up yesterday. So this was a pretty simple trade. It was, like I said, it was just kind of a play off SPY. Microsoft looked good yesterday, and let me just show you guys right now. So with Microsoft, basically it was a simple trade. As it broke out of the moving averages and started getting more buying pressure, we traded the calls from around 298 up until around $301. So we bought the $302.50 calls, which expire tomorrow. And of course, this stock was not in the money before we took profit, around 73%. But hey, look, this is why we take profit on time. Of course, today at market open, it shot up, but as you can see, throughout the day, it downtrended. If I zoom out, I'll give you guys a little bit better picture of that. There we go. You see how it downtrended, which is why you need to be careful in this market and do take profits where you see them. Now, I want to point out Costco because they're announcing earnings right as we speak. And as you can see, huge red candle, right? Fluctuating between a range of $547 and $523. That's a huge range. But that's because they have earnings right now. So this is one where it's probably going to smash out the puts and the calls because it doesn't look like it's picked a real direction, and it's just kind of shot up and down and up and down, and it's not really giving us any clear direction. So I think a lot of the calls and puts are going to go to waste, but we'll see. It's still early after market. I mean, market's only been closed an hour and 12 minutes as we speak, but I'm definitely intrigued to see what happens with Costco tomorrow. Another stock which announces earnings after hours today, I believe, is BJ's, but I'm not sure if they've already announced earnings today. It might have been before market. We'll know now when we look at the candles. Okay, they definitely announced earnings before market, as you can see. Let me just show you the huge drop. Look, yeah, they definitely announced earnings before market. So down 13% on the day. That's the kind of thing that can happen with earnings. So you've got to be careful. But one stock which is announcing earnings after hours right now is GPS, which is Gap. You guys all know about Gap. And oh, look at that. So after earnings, it shot up almost 10%. It's up 8.5% right now. This is the thing with earnings. I just showed you BJ's, which shot down. Here's Gap, which shot up. And this is funny because I've been looking at Gap for a long time, but I'm thinking, when is it actually going to do anything? And now it's finally done something. So this should be an interesting one to watch tomorrow. As you can see, my line, my level here, I've had this for ages. If you look at the daily chart, that level, it's finally broken above that level. Well, we're going to see the effects tomorrow, but it's finally, or at least it's climbing closer to that level right now. Obviously, that's the daily chart, so you can't see it. But if you look on a smaller time frame, there we go. You see it's finally broken past my level. I'm definitely intrigued to see what happens tomorrow. My price target is 1889, so if we can get in on some shares or even calls, we can ride this one back up. Lastly but not least, I want to look at a couple Chinese stocks because Chinese sector's been getting destroyed recently. Check Alibaba. It's broken below my level of support. I do not know where it's going to stop right now. So I would definitely say it's on for puts. As you can see, it had a very strong level of support at 110. That's probably going to provide a new level of resistance. And yeah, Alibaba looks like it's on the way down. If you can get in under $100, I think it's good for long term. They're still the biggest e-commerce company in China. Same with Baidu. Look at Baidu down almost $100 now. A stock which was up in the 200s just in October, 270, 280 back in August. It's just tanked since then. And well, sorry, this is PayPal. Sorry, this is PayPal, not Baidu. PayPal on the $100 is also a good buy for me long term, I'd say. Like I said, it was back in the 200, high 200s just in August. Well, shot down to $94 last week. So my first price target is $118.29. So that's the gap up where we have the gap up to fill. Now let's check Baidu, the last Chinese company I want to look at today. And Baidu is around $155. If you zoom out, long term, Baidu was literally back. It was back in February last year, so about a year ago. It was around $307. So it's just tanked, and there's about 100% return potential with Baidu. Not one I'm really looking at. If I want to look in the tech sector, I'll look at AMD or Nvidia, even TSM. But yeah, like I said, Baidu has plenty of room for potential, but it is one of those Chinese stocks. You've got to be careful how they're regulated with the government and all that kind of stuff. Now, let's look at MOS because this was called out in the Discord today. Shout out Dre on this one. A great play on this one. They caught the run up and made some nice gains, healthy gains with this one. If you just look at the 1 hour chart, you can see what I'm talking about. They played a nice run up here. It held tight to the moving average, shot up to highs of 57.42 before setting off towards the end of the day. But like I said, this team did really well today. And actually, that brings me on to Mullen Company, MULN. I hear this is an EV play, which some guys in the Discord bought shares of. So I'll put that on your radar for you guys. That's your special play for today. Looks like 100% return potential because it sold off over 100% since yesterday. But that's also very dangerous because if a stock was $2, on Tuesday, and now it's down at 90 cents, well, it's halved in value. Sorry, 50%, not 100%. It's halved in value. And you guys see it's still bearish, but maybe long term. That's what everybody's looking at. RSI shows that it's kind of oversold. Obviously, the chart shows that it was back at $5 just a year ago. And yeah, maybe this is a play out there. Maybe we're going to come back to Mullen Automotive in a few months and see, hey, this was really a play to get in on. So I'm not going to, tell you guys to buy this because I've seen Zomedica, penny stock, Sundial, penny stock, Organigram. I've seen so many of them, Gevo. I'm not going to tell you guys to go buy this, but I just said, you know what? I'll put it on your radar so you guys can have a look and decide what you want to do. But overall, that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, hope you guys can come and join the Discord. We are having fun in there. We're just making money, just doing our thing. And the main thing is at this period of time, we're locking in profits, which is extremely important. Now, apart from that, I do want to say, make sure you guys check out the options starter pack. There's 10 videos there you have for life. Also, make sure you guys check out the Discord. Of course, the Discord I've been talking about, the link's in the description below. We have paid section, we have a premium section, we have many things going on there, so come check it out. We do live trading during the day as well. And yes, like I said, it's been a great week, great start to March. Let's see if we can make March a great month. And that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I've got money to making, you got money to making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.